What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Casual's Garage. This week, I'm sitting in front of our Model M. We're going to work on the steering. We're going to try and debug it and get this tractor ready to go to Denton. So this is episode 2, I guess, of Southeast Old Threshers prep. Yeah, so let's get started. I think first thing we're going to do is see about getting this tractor jacked up and supported somewhere. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to start. Is what I want to do is pop the tie rods loose and check the spindles. So the issue we have is this thing is basically impossible to steer. Even when I brought it over here the other day, it actually ran me off. It ran me off into the field. Not because it's got play in it, because it is so stiff it is impossible to steer. So what we're going to start with is popping our tie rods loose here at the spindles and jacking the tractor up, and we're going to find out if one or both of the spindles are free. If they are, then we know our issue is in the steering mechanism. If they're not, then we know we've got needle bearings and the spindles we need to replace. So let me grab the air hammer, a socket, and pickle fork, and we'll see if we can't get these off. All right. So these are 3/4 bolts. That wasn't even tight. Well, add that to the list of things on this tractor that are questionable. There we go. One tie rod loose. Okay. I already popped this one. The bolt loose for this one. There we go. Okay, so, ouch. The good news is both of our spindles are nice and free. Yep, both of our spindles are good and free. All right, so that's the good news. Bad news is that means our issue is in here. Everything's got paint on it. You know, it is entirely possible. This has got grease in it. It is entirely possible this just has too much or too thick a grease in it. Like regular gun grease, like a number 2 grease, a wheel bearing grease. Which is way too thick for this. For anybody that doesn't know, the original spec for this was 85/140 gear oil. There's a washer there I can't get rid of. Come on. Give it back. Yep, it's full of gun grease. That might truthfully be the only issue with this steering. So this grease is going to be way too thick for this. I don't know if you guys can see that. I think you can. Like I said, the original spec for this was 85/140. You have a hard time keeping 85/140 in something like this, which is why you tend to see this. But this grease is way too thick for this steering box. So I'm going to take a little time to clean this out. The correct way to deal with this is to take the steering shaft out, but I really don't want to drop the front end out of this right now just because it's going to take a long time. So I got as much of the old grease out as I can, and this is what you use in a manual steering box. Double up flowable grease. Not gun grease, not a number 2 grease. Cornhead grease is okay, that's a number 0. Double lot is better. It's a pourable grease, and we're basically just going to fill this thing up. We're going to stop right there. And we'll go right back on with our cap. I'm not going to mess with the backlash adjustment quite yet. We're going to try this right quick. Clean it up and see what it's like. Okay, grab a rag. Let's test steer it again. I'm thinking that is better than it was. It feels a little better than it was anyway. So, well, next step is the test drive. So, new day, same problem. So I went out for a test drive. The steering is better. It's not great. It's definitely better though. I have found one problem that is definitely going to have to be addressed that I'm not going to address right this second because I don't have time. But we are going to at least check the backlash. We're going to see where it's at and see what we can do to maybe make it a little better. So following the service manual, what it tells you to do is turn the wheels all the way to the right, count the number of revolutions it takes to go all the way to the left, and then turn it back exactly halfway. So we're all the way to the right. I've marked the steering wheel. So there's 1, 2, 3. And that is full lock lift, just a hair over 3. So we will go back 1, half, because we were about right here, and just a hair. So we're going to go with right there is about as close to center as we can get. So the adjustment we're making is ideally made with no load and disconnected from the center steering arm. However, I'm not dropping the front axle out of this right now. We're just going to see if we can get it a little bit better. I've already decided this front pedestal has to be rebuilt at some point. So I'm just going for better than it was right this second. So with that said, this is what we're adjusting. This is our backlash. And what it does is it pushes the vertical shaft down into the worm, or the service manual calls it cam, but it's a worm gear that runs this way. So I have a suspicion for why it's set as tight as it is, and we're going to try to adjust it first, and then I'll tell you, because that will prove or disprove my suspicion. So we'll back our lock nut off here. And now I'm going to back that backlash adjustment off a couple rounds. And let's just see. there's definitely still drag on it. But I know you guys can see part of the problem right now. Watch that box. All right, so we said half is right there. I'm going to continue backing it out. Just to see what we're going for here is a slight drag only in the middle. It should otherwise be free until we get to the ends. So there should be just a little bit of drag at either end, at either extreme, and in the middle, and that's it. I'm going to keep coming on out. All right, that's actually back to where I started adjusting it. I backed it out like 2 rounds. I'm actually going to lock it down right there, and we're going to go drive it and see how it feels. Because this is entirely feel-based. So this is entirely feel-based. Literally, the service manual tells you to adjust the backlash until you feel a slight drag as you pass through the middle. There's so much wear in here and things are sloppy that it is a little bit hard to feel just the drag going through the middle. And so because of that, we're completely subjective here. But I keep saying I'll show you guys what I'm seeing. And let me see if I've got the wheels turned in a way that you're going to be able to see it. I do not. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, so watch right here. I can see the key. I don't know if you can. The key is right here. I can see the key physically rocking back and forth in the worm shaft. So because we can see the key physically rocking in the shaft, we know that hole is gone, and that's part of what's causing the binding. And then there's probably also thumbnail wear on the lever that interfaces with the worm. So that, along with, well, I don't know if I can do it manually, but I pointed it out when I was steering. You can see the entire front pedestal doing this up here when I turn. And so basically I think what that's going to come down to is we're going to have to pull the front end out of this tractor and go through this entire front pedestal. But we don't have time to do that before Denton, and I'm just going for better than it was. So again, because this is kind of a subjective adjustment, we're going to try that. I'm going to drop it, and let's go for another ride. Okay. Ignition on, out of gear. In reverse. Off we go. Nothing else on this tractor is good. The brakes are amazing. They stop immediately. still tough, but it's definitely better. Clean the carburetor, it runs good now. Clutch is also very bitey. All right. Need to turn the idle speed down just a little bit. It's got the chrome pipe on it. It's running out of gas. But that's it. We're done with it, at least for the moment. Next time you see it, it'll be a dent. We're just gonna wash it and put it on the trailer. Alrighty guys, it's back over here in the shed. We're done with the M for right this second. I think I said that in the last clip, if you could hear me over the tractor. Anywho, we're done with it for right now. Next time you see it, it'll be at Denton. Yeah, we're just going to give it a bath and put it on the trailer. So we're going to wrap this video up here. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that algorithm stuff. And I'll see you guys next week with another video. More later.